Hello YouTube neighbors, Handy Grammy Terry here, trying to get this done before the sun gets too wicked. My channel's taken a little turn. I'm going to run with it and see what happens for a while. But I'm Handy Grammy Terry today. I want to try, instead of fixing something that's, well, this is already broken, but instead of fixing something that's broken, I want to help you make the right decisions not to have something happen. I was almost conned by someone on a dating app. So all the dating apps that I've tried usually have both men and women. Both men looking for men, women looking for women. The parts I know about are women looking for women. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. I'm sure the men get it too, from the young chicks, and the women looking for guys are getting it from the guys. But normally the person on the other end of the words on the screen that you're reading is gender neutral, because you never know whether it's a man or a woman. First sign to look for, there's only one picture in the profile. Women like to show off how they look. Most women, you know I don't. Most women like to show off how they look. So there's usually multiple pictures. In the profile, there's always an error. For example, in one spot, it'll say that they're a smoker, and you get to the next question about smoking and they won't date a smoker, but they're a smoker. Red flag. In one app, they ask what you're searching for, and in my case, it's women searching for women for friends, dating, long-term relationships. And then you go down farther and you'll read in their profile somewhere, and one sentence they're looking for a woman, and the next sentence it says man. The W and the M are in different sides of the keyboard. You're not going to make that mistake. The autocorrect is not going to correct from woman to man. Yes, they're little things, and yes, they could be explained away by an error. Some of them are. Most of them are not. When you get into conversations with these cons, their profile says they're looking for a woman for long term, but need to be friends first. And you start a conversation, and within the first few messages, they're already talking about how you have so much in common, and they think that you're going to be a really good couple, and it just starts progressing very fast. Run very fast. I didn't lose anything. A couple tanks of gas, a few hours of driving, but I like to drive. I noticed I like to drive my truck without my home on it, because I can go fast. Were my feelings hurt? Sure. I felt foolish, mad, very disappointed. The main thing is just because you're lonely and horny, take it slow. Become those friends that you're looking for, because yes, a relationship is based on friendship, or it should be based on friendship. Just go slow. If in the first few conversations they want to get off this platform, let's take this off this platform, run. Because they got something to hide. On the platform, they're being watched. If you go to something like Google Chat, or give them your phone number and your regular text messaging, don't give them your phone number right away. Till you've met in person, don't give the phone number. Because there are dating apps out there with just a first name and a phone number and a few dollars. They will do a background check for you. Not that you have anything to hide in your background, but they can get more information from a background check. That's another thing, don't give out too much information. Never give your exact location. Always meet in a public place. The information's big. Don't share your kids. Well, you can tell them you have kids, but don't talk about them. Another big red flag is not answering your questions. And they tell you what their job is, but don't give you any information about what they do at their job. I don't know about the rest of yous, but learning to become friends and knowing people is all about asking questions and getting answers. You can't make an informed decision without asking questions. If they're not answering your questions, run. If it's a one-way conversation and you're the only one sharing your feelings or your thoughts, run. I don't know in this day and age how to find a date in this world because of the way it is. It's changed, and in that aspect, I didn't change. I still would love to do it the old-fashioned way, but I'm somewhat of an introvert, so that's kind of hard to meet people if I'm not associating with people. It was an adventure. I didn't lose anything. I didn't get hurt too bad. Stung a little bit, but I already had raw emotions, as you know if you're watching my channel, so you can't really make them much more raw than mine already were. Just be careful out there. If you read something in a message and a little while later you have to go back and reread it because it didn't make sense the first time, it didn't make sense. When you reread it, don't make an excuse. Well, this could have happened, that could have happened, it was just a typo. No, it wasn't. If your gut says something ain't right, it ain't right. If you get to a meeting place and they don't show up, and an hour later you get a message saying, so sorry I didn't make it, but this happened, and until I get it fixed, I can't get to you. And then a few minutes later you get a message saying, oh, the only way I can fix this is if I give them $11,000 and then we can be together tomorrow. Then we can meet tomorrow and I'll make things right with you. It's not happening. They didn't meet you the first time. They're not going to meet you the second time. They're good, but you got to be better. Don't part with your money for no reason until you have a valid reason and you're absolutely positive that this person is them. You've met in person, you've talked face to face, you've been talking face to face for a long time, or whatever your time limit desires. If your gut doesn't feel it's right, it's not right. Don't let your feelings override your gut because you're lonely or horny or whatever the scenario may be. I hope this helped. I hope it stops someone from losing all their money or a lot of their money, or even if it's just $50, it's too much to lose to a con artist. YouTube neighbors, stay safe. Until the next video, stay safe and healthy.